Greetings from the Black Serpent Clan and the Temple of the Abyss. And this is Brother Necro Cannon. I know I've been busy and haven't did a video in a while because I've been in my own personal life making sure that I'm able to get some things situated and so that way I can relax. But in this video, what I'm going to do is just show you guys some Tai Chi and Qigong techniques that you'll be able to utilize. So that way it helps to build energy up in your systems. Also, so that way you're able to have the flow of energy go throughout your body, and so that way you can harness your energy much more. Of course, this video is not going to be a long one, it's just going to be a short one just to demonstrate a couple of moves. I would highly advise individuals to look up Kung Fu and Qigong, so that way not only are you cultivating your energy, but you're also using the martial prowess, so that way you're training your body as well too. So if it does come into a combat situation or something like that, you at least have some skills in martial arts as well as how to utilize your energy properly. One other thing that I advise individuals to go look up is yoga and Tai Chi, because the stretching with the yoga, activating the Kundalini energy inside of the body, as well as the energy movements with Tai Chi, the slow movements. And I'll just give an example as a couple. First, let's just go ahead and do some stretches real quick. So what I like to do is, of course, put your arms out and then you move to the side. You can probably already hear bones popping. And when you're putting your arms out to the side, you're actually causing the upper portion of the weight to move you. So that way you're able to stretch all the way around. Then you want to drop it down so that way you're hitting your sides like this. The tapping on the body is causing resonance throughout the bones, also adding extra energy as well too. And it helps to heal. Plus, for individuals that have spinal problems or issues with the back, they'll be able to utilize that to help to stretch them out. So that way, it won't be so tight and it'll be limber eventually as well too. One of the other things as well for stretching is you'll just stretch up. You'll make sure that you go all the way down. You want to rotate over to the side, so you'll see me rotate like this, come up along the side, center point yourself in the middle, rotate all the way down. Make sure now you see how I'm facing this angle. You come down and then you sweep. So you'll basically be going like this. This type of stretching helps to stretch the entire body. Also with the rotation, because you're rotating your hips, rotate. That's another one too. In order just to rotate back and forth like this, kind of like you're going to be grabbing the floor, but you still have your hands out like this. Bounce, stretch, and then I'm going to move the alternate direction now. Like this, rotate out. So that's just a little bit of the stretching that you can do to work on the spine. One of the other things that you're able to do is you kind of want to have your knees slightly bent like this. Make sure your spine is up straight. Put your hands behind your back like about here. So you want to be squatting, but you want to be as straight as possible. And then what you want to do is rotate your hips. You want to rotate your middle column. You still want to keep steady. Sometimes it might change up a little bit. And then that way you're rotating. You want to keep your upper portion straight. You just want to rotate your hips. Kind of like, when you were a child and you were playing with the hula hoops. Or especially the chicks, how the girls were playing with the hula hoops and they all shaking their hips and stuff like that. I was told it looks like I'm throwing my ass in a circle, but I'm not. But, rotate your hips. That way that also frees up any blockages within the spinal column. Make sure that you go the alternate direction as well too. And that way you're just rotating. You're literally rotating your hips. That way you're causing stimulus here. along the pelvis area. These bones here will be nice and limber. And then it also allows you just to go ahead and stretch all the way down to the sides too. And this is to where you see I'm mixing a lot of yoga and with Tai Chi for my stretches. That way things are maximum. One other thing that you want to do too, in order for it to release pressure up along the neck, you want to place your hands on the back portion of your neck like this here. So that way you have support, and then you want to rotate. And what that does is that releases up tension inside of the neck area. Also adds for better energy flow too. One of the other things that you want to do in regards to those that are dealing with the energy work, and or even if they're on the vampiric portion of it, hold yourself like this, come it over. You want to squat, and you want to hold yourself in this position for a minute. As you're holding yourself in this position, you want to focus on your solar plexus area. You want to imagine or envision that your solar plexus is growing with each moment, and the energy is literally balling up into the middle of your hands. For those that are that have dealt with energy work a lot, they'll be able to easily feel the energy start to circulate within their hands. You'll start feeling either a pulling, tingling sensation, or like a tight sensation in your solar plexus once you're able to cultivate that energy and just hold it and focus on that for just a moment. Then what you want to do is expand up. That way you're expanding your energy through all your chakra points to rotate and then come back down. Hold it for a couple of moments. Now you can start feeling the energy go through the body. And then the stance that we're doing is called horse stance in Kung Fu. It's one of the major stances that you see them always getting in. You'll see them get down like this first, or when they're always like this and they're moving, this is actually horse stance. Horse stance will build up a lot of energy in your legs, it'll build up a lot of resistances too. And then when you're doing most of your works, like if you're needing to move back, move forward, step to the side, you're able to position yourself, even if you have to get down low, bending backwards or forwards or the lightness, you're always putting yourself in a position to where you're able to move. So that's back to horse stance. So that's where I was at. You'll just keep every once in a while, hold it, you rotate, focus on the energy charging up in your body, cultivating your chi, gong, pull up, rotate again. And then when you're going like this with it, you're pulling your energy from your lower, from your root chakra, up from your crown chakra, and you're pulling all that energy down into one point from both angles at once. And you're center pointing it. Yeah. And expand it out. Breathe. Good to go. So that was just a quick video as per request, because I was requested to do a video on just a couple of simple moves of what you're able to do, stretches and the lightness to focus energy. I'll come out with a couple of other ones pretty soon, so that way you guys will have more to view. But just do, like I said, look up. Make sure, please, you look up yoga and Tai Chi. Also, make sure that you're looking up Kung Fu and Qigong, because since from the time that they've actually incorporated Qigong into Kung Fu, they're able to really bolster the amount of energy of what they have, put it within their strikes. They're able to harness their chi much faster. And then this is also a way to, if you're like low on energy and you don't have any supplements or the lightness for it, and or for certain entities or individuals, if you don't have a way of necessarily feeding, this will also help to build up energy in your body. As well, when you wake up in the morning, make sure that you're doing your stretches, you're doing your Tai Chi Qigong at that time. That way you'll have the amount of energy that you're needing for the day, because most people are sluggish throughout the day because Let's be honest, they don't get enough exercise, they don't get enough rest, they're not doing a lot, especially in this time to when people aren't able to really go out and about or do anything. Most people are just laying around half the time. That's going to have significant ramifications on their body later on, especially when they get up hurting and all sorts of other stuff because they're not constantly doing something to rejuvenate their body. They're allowing their body to die off. Don't be like those individuals. Do yourself a favor. Get up, stretch, move, jog in place in your house, do jumper jacks, something that's like really get down on it. That way you're coming out on top of this versus being like how everybody else is and they're gonna come out at the bottom. You know, because you hear a bunch of people half the time that was fussing and complaining about what's going on with their body and everything else. And when you ask them, have you actually exercised? Have you this and that? Well, no, this, and they give you all sorts of excuses because they didn't want to exercise in the first place. So when it comes to they fussing and complaining, just let it go in one ear and out the other. Because ultimately, if they really wanted to do something about it, body wise, they would have did it. That's why I don't listen to it. It's not worth your energy or your time. Just you focus on you getting yourself fit to where you're elevating yourself up to the next level. Because in the end, the only individual that's ultimately going to take care of yourself is you. In the end, for your body, for your health, is what I'm talking about specifically. You're the only one that's going to take care of your health. You're the only one that's going to either get up, go jogging, go stretching, start lifting some weights, start doing something so that way you're healthy, especially since it is extremely critical in this time to where immune systems are definitely going to count on you. If you're not exercising and everything else, that's going to lower your immune system. And then you're going to be sitting up there stuck because you didn't do what you need to do. So just take care of that, okay? Anyway, Brother Necro Cannon is out.